224 young men who today are about to become players in the National Football League. A day where lives are changed, fates are decided, dynasties are born, and the clock is always ticking. Of course, I'm talking about Draft Day.
Ah, draft day, draft day, draft day. This is this is my favorite time of the year. This really is my favorite time of the year. Draft day, the NFL draft. For the first time in 3 years, I will not be at the draft. Yes, will not be in Green Bay. Too cold for this guy to go to Green Bay. But we will be right here for the draft. Less than 40 days away, the 24th of April. So we are sitting here on the 17th of, so just over 4 weeks away. 5 weeks, about 5 weeks away. So less than 40 days. I want to say it's like 37 days, whatever. Cannot wait to see what happens. Dallas Cowboys have addressed a lot of their issues, but they still have some holes. Yes, they do. They still have some holes. You want to be able to fill all the holes prior to drafting, but we still got time. We still got time. I'm going to attempt to do this. This is going to be called 1.0, mock draft 1.0, where I pick everybody in the first round. I'm going to try and go as fast as possible as to not make this video ridiculously long, but I do like to talk, so we'll see about that. No trades. Yes. So we're not going to get any Bo Callahan.
I want all my picks back, and I want David goddamn Putney just because I feel like it.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah, I am. Haven't I proved that already? You make this deal right now, Tom, and you get Bo Callahan. Say it with me.
You get Bo.
You get Bo. Come on, Tom. Say it with me, you pancake-eating motherfucker.
That's it. No pancakes for me right now. No pancakes for me. But we are going to get right into it, everybody. I'll change cameras. See how that works. Okay. That'll work. All right. We're going to go all teams, one round, no trades. This is my first installment. Not what I would do, what I think is going to happen. My prediction. I'm going to try and do one. Now I'll try and do at least two more, but I'll do one final. It's hard for me to do trades. I think there could be some trades, but we're going to stay away from trades for this version. So let's get it going. And okay, the Tennessee Titans are on the board here. This is a need. I mean, they got Bo Callahan, right? They already got Bo, as far as I'm concerned, and Will Levis. I think they're trying to trade the pick. I think they should try and trade the pick. How I'm going to get around that little mess is take Cam Ward here, okay? If the Giants decide to trade up, whoever ends up with the first pick, it's going to be Cam Ward. Cam Ward is off the clock. So that's how we're going to look. Cleveland Browns are up next. Again, you're hearing a lot of doubts about Shedeur Sanders. And there should be. But the Cleveland Browns, I believe, this is a tough one here. They need quarterback, wide receiver, offensive tackle, running back, defensive tackle, right? But Travis Hunter is standing there. Do they take Shedeur? Do they take Jackson Dart? I say they do not. I say they do not take Shedeur Sanders. I don't think Shedeur would play well there at all. I believe for my first installment of this, I say they go Travis Hunter. I know this is, I say they go Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter's off the board, everybody. The New York Giants are on the board now. Are they going Shedeur? Or are they going Shador? Or are they going to go Mason Graham? Are they going to go Will Campbell? Are they going to go Ashton Genty? This is a tough one. They need quarterback. They need offensive tackle, offensive guard. I believe the New York Giants are not going to take. So we're hearing rumors all over the place. We're hearing rumors all over the place. They're trying to. They hosted Russell Wilson. They're trying to land Aaron Rodgers. What happens here? This is a tough call, people. A real tough call. To me, it comes down to Will Campbell out of LSU and Shador Sanders. That's what it comes down to me. But we're going to throw a wrench in everything. We're going to throw a wrench. Are we? Now, we're going to give him Shador Sanders. We're going to give him Shador. Again, Giants are a train wreck. Good luck. Shador Sanders, gone. Number 4, the New England Patriots are on the clock. Wide receiver, offensive tackle, edge rusher. I think this is a no-brainer for Abdul Carter. Boom. Arguably the best player on the board. Number five, defensive tackle, tight end, cornerback, offensive tackle, wide receiver. Everybody that I have seen is saying Mason Graham, Mason Graham, Mason Graham, Mason Graham. We're all waiting for Will Johnson, the corner out of Michigan, to run. Ted McMillan just ran an incredible 40 time. But to me, it comes down to Mason Graham or Will Johnson. This could change by my next mock draft. This could change. But as of now, they go with Mason Graham. If Will Johnson runs a 4, if Will Johnson runs a 4.49, if he runs a 4.49, this could easily change. All right. The Raiders, everybody and their mother. Who's the coach of the Raiders? The Raiders got Pete Carroll, right? Pete Carroll. Everybody goes, they're Ashton Genty. I don't believe it's going to be Ashton Genty. You got cornerback, running back, safety, defensive tackle. I believe this is where it's going to come down to 2 players, and I believe that Will Johnson is going to be the play for the Raiders. Yes, Will Johnson goes to the Raiders. I believe this is what they're going to do. Everybody says, they like to run the ball under Pete Carroll. They do, but they don't normally invest high draft picks to do that. Will Johnson goes to the Raiders. He is gone. The Jets are on the clock. Offensive tackle, defensive tackle, wide receiver. Again, I believe they need offensive tackle bad. Pick whichever one you like. I'm going to give them, let's see, 6'5", 319. He's a tackle. I think Membao can play guard. Doesn't matter. I think they're going offensive line regardless. Yes, I do. We'll give him Will Campbell. It could be Mbao, but we're going Will Campbell. Will Campbell's gone. Sets up. Carolina Panthers. Carolina needs corner, offensive center, safety, edge rusher, wide receiver. Again, this Shamar Stewart, I don't believe is going that early. Corner, offensive center, safety. I believe they're going to go with an edge rusher here. I do. They're going to do everybody a favor. Just to double check. Shamar Stewart is not going to go that high. I believe this is where Michael Williams goes. Yes, I think he goes a lot higher than maybe he should. Michael Williams goes to the Carolina Panthers. He gone. Up next is the unbelievable. This team always finds a way to get under the salary cap and actually make moves. A Kellen Moore-led New Orleans Saints team, they need offensive guard, wide receiver, cornerback, edge. I think McMillan is a possibility here. I do believe that. But Mbao is just staring them in the face, or Banks. This is an interesting one. I believe I'm going to give them a Tet McMillan because of the 40 that he ran. Tet, sorry, he gone. I wish we could get him. We did not. Number 10, we got the Chicago Bears. They need offensive tackle, safety, wide receiver, linebacker. Everybody and their mother has Ashton Jeanty going to Chicago. But people don't realize necessarily that the Bears, okay, let's just look and see the Bears picks. Well, they're only going to give me one. So, I believe the Bears only have one first round draft pick. Let me look. Yeah, they only have one. So, again, offensive tackle, I mean, they need running back, but I don't believe the smoke that everybody's saying. I don't believe that they are necessarily going to take a running back here. I just don't. I believe they need another offensive tackle in Bow. But because it's my first offensive, it's my first mock draft, I'm going to give him Jeanty. I mean, I think Jeanty could slip to us, but in this particular, I'm not doing that. We're going to stick to it. Jeanty is gone. So just, hey, this is how it could go. Niners are up next. Defensive tackle, corner, linebacker, edge. DT, corner, linebacker, edge. Offensive guard. I think they're going to take the best player available here. I think they are going to take I think they're going to take Mbao. I do. I think they're going to wait on the edge because the second round has some decent edges. I think they take Mbao. Yes, I do. Mbao to the 49ers. Yes. And you know what that means? Dallas Cowboys are on the clock, and this is a very scary possibility. I would be looking for ways to drop down. Yes, I would. We're looking at a Tyler Warren. Are they going to take a Tyler Warren? Are they going to take an offensive guard? Booker, Banks. You're looking at Jalon Walker. Again, linebacker. I don't know that they do that. Malachi Starks, I don't believe. James Pierce is dropping due to off-the-field concerns. Matthew Golden, I love. Jihad Campbell. Jahdae Barron. That's an option. But like a lot of people that I trust are saying, I don't know that they're going to value Barron at this spot because of his size. Maybe they should. Ravel, East Carolina, is a strong possibility. If he gets a clean bill of health, Ravel is in play here out of East Carolina. Medicals are still withstanding. So as I am not going to take him at this point. Nick Skirton, no thank you. Burden, Tyleek. Now we're getting into the second round type stuff. Since I'm sitting here, I am going to take my wide receiver now. And I believe this is what they do. Booker, all these guards are tempting. Josh Simmons is very tempting here. This is where if you trade down, you could potentially do that. But under this scenario, where you see all the guys they like, they're linked to Michael Williams. They like Tet. They like Will Johnson. They like Mason Graham. They're all gone. Ashton Jeanty, gone. Well, we go homegrown talent out of the University of Texas, Matthew Golden. Yes, Matthew Golden, who I love. I love me some Matthew Golden. Moving on, Miami. Offensive guard, defensive tackle, safety, linebacker. Well, Offensive guard is going to come off the board here, people. I do. Pick the one you like. We're going to go, we'll go with Tyler Booker here. It really doesn't matter. Pick your poison. Let me just see. Banks, 6'5", 315. I would go Booker here, 6 foot. But we'll stick to their rankings for now. We'll give them Kelvin Banks. Indianapolis Colts are on the board. They need tight end, and oh my God, the best tight end on the board. He is like the Dallas Clark of his heyday. We're gonna give them Tyler Warren. Yes, we are. Boom. Moving along, the Atlanta Falcons need a corner, need a defensive tackle, need an edge. It seems like every year they need an edge. I believe they took Dallas Turner last year. I'm not a big fan of Dallas Turner. Is this where James Pierce could possibly go? Again, this Shamar Stewart, don't buy it, people. Is this where Jalon Walker goes? Well, I do. I think Jalon Walker stays home, everybody. Jalon Walker, I don't know about that. Hold the phone. Hold the phone there. Corner, defensive tackle, edge. You know what? I'm going to switch it up here. I am going to give them arguably the best corner in. Am I? Am I going to do that? I'm not doing D-tackle this early. I'm not. Edge rusher, I'm not giving him Shamar Stewart. That's bogus. Oh, should I give him that? Should I give him? I think they need a corner. We're going to give them the best corner on the board. We're going to give them Jahdae Barron. Barron to the Falcons, a good pick. Brings up. I almost said it. Arizona Cardinals. Phoenix, Arizona. Arizona Cardinals are on the board. They need edge, defensive tackle, wide receiver, offensive guard. Edge, defensive tackle, wide receiver, offensive guard, linebacker. We're going to give them Jalon Walker here. Jalon Walker. They need linebacker. They need edge. You get a 2-for-1 there with the Arizona Cardinals. Cincinnati Bengals. You just incredible job. Their top 2 wide receivers. They need edge, defensive tackle, offensive guard, and corner. I think this is where they need to, because Hutchinson's still on the team, and they're trying to trade him possibly to the Eagles. I'm hearing. We'll see. I think they should do the right thing here and take the best player. But they're not going to do that. They're going to go with James Pierce here. James Pierce finally goes off of the board. Maybe they trade Hutchinson in the draft to the Eagles. Look out for that. You heard it here first. We move on. The Seattle Seahawks, the Tank Lawrence-led Seattle Seahawks, offensive guard, offensive tackle, wide receiver, corner, edge. I'm going to give them Tyler Booker. Makes way too much sense. Arguably the best guard here. Boom, Tyler Booker to Seattle. Moving along. Tampa Bay, cornerback, safety, edge, linebacker, defensive tackle. This thing is like blinking. It could be Shane Ravel or Siobhan Ravel, but I believe it's going to be Malachi Starks. Yes, Malachi Starks goes in to Tampa Bay and hits the ground running. A top-rated player, slipping a little bit. Why? I don't know. I like the kid. Malachi to Tampa. Brings up the Denver Broncos, running back, wide receiver, linebacker, corner, tight end. Again, is this where Omarion Hampton goes? Looking at the teams, it could possibly be Omarion Hampton. It could possibly be. Could it be Jihad Campbell? I don't believe Jihad goes here. Wide receiver? Could it be Emeka Egbuka? I don't believe so. This is where I believe that the running back, yes, the running back is going to go here. Omarion Hampton goes off the board at 20 to from North Carolina to the Denver Broncos. Setting up, the Steelers are on the clock here. They need a quarterback. They need a defensive tackle. They need a corner. They need a running back. They need a wide receiver. What do they do? What do they do? Is this where Jackson Dart goes? You remember, they just went and brought in a quarterback. Or they traded for DK. They don't need a wide receiver necessarily. I'm thinking. Do they like Shane Revelle? 6'1", 194. Again, I'm going to hold off on Shane Revelle because of injury concerns. He needs to get a clean bill of health. Let me just look. Nick Skirton. Luther Burden. QB, D tackle. I'm going to give them... Well, I'm not going to give them Derek Harmon. I'm not. I'm going to give them Kenneth Grant, I believe, goes before Derek Harmon. We're going to give Kenneth Grant to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He reminds me of a Steeler. So that's how I'm going to play it with my first installment. Number 22, the Chargers. They need tight ends. They need wide receiver, a defensive tackle. I think the best value on the board right now would be none other than either Egbuka or Burden. We're going to give them Emeka Egbuka. Here we go to the Chargers. That sets up Green Bay. The Packers are on the board. Edge rusher, corner, wide receiver. Edge rusher, corner, wide receiver. So to me, it's down to Luther Burden or Shane Revelle. Siobhan Revelle or Shamar Stewart. I'm going to give them Shamar Stewart. I don't know about the player, but they need an edge. That's who they're getting. Minnesota Vikings are on the board. They need safety, cornerback, offensive guard, edge. Nick Emanwari makes a lot of sense out of South Carolina, but I see Siobhan Revelle. I believe that's where they go. Revelle to the Vikings. It seems like it's a marriage made in heaven there. Moving on, the Houston Texans, offensive tackle, offensive guard, offensive center. They need help up front. Josh Simmons is sitting right there. They just traded away Laramie Tunsil to the Washington Commandos. Josh Simmons slides right into Houston. That is a perfect fit for me. Los Angeles Rams, linebacker, corner, edge, tight end. You got Jihad Campbell sitting there. Linebacker, cornerback, edge. Is Enrique from Boston College. Mike Green. Linebacker, corner, edge. I'm going to say Mike Green. Mike Green, the edge rusher, goes to the Rams. That sets up the Baltimore Ravens. They need guard, corner, edge, linebacker. Ravens just usually stay where they're at and just get great players. Guard, corner, edge, linebacker, safety. Boston College, Donovan Ezeriku. probably going to be it. Offensive guard. No, you know what we're going to do? Unfortunately, we're going to break the hearts of the Cowboy fans, and we are going to give him Donovan Jackson. Yes, Donovan Jackson. Hell of a football player out of Ohio State. He is gone to the Baltimore Ravens. Number 28, Detroit. Edge, guard, corner, safety, wide receiver. Edge, guard, corner. You got Nick Skirton as a Riku. Maybe Gray Zabel. Is he still there? We got Gray Zabel. Yeah, you got Gray Zabel. So to me, it's either Gray Zabel or Donovan Ezerique. Let's look at the defensive edge rushers. Nick Skirton, I'm not a big fan. I'm going to give them Donovan Ezerique. There you go, out of Boston College. Sets up the Washington Commanders. They need an edge. They need a corner. They need a safety. They need a linebacker. Edge, corner, safety. I'm going to give them Nick. I'm going to give them Nick Skirton. Bingo. Edge rusher to Washington. Sets up Buffalo. Corner, defensive tackle, linebacker, edge. Corner, defensive tackle, linebacker, edge. Buffalo, I'm going to give them, it's either going to be Derek Harmon or Jihad Campbell. Corner, defensive. Let me look at the cornerbacks. Trey Amos, it's a little early for me. Linebacker, Jihad, edge. Landon Jackson, no. Defensive tackle, Derek Harmon. I'm going to give him Derek Harmon or Tyleek Williams or Walter Nolan. So we're going to give them Derek Harmon. Boom. Derek Harmon goes to Buffalo. Sets up 31. The Kansas City Chiefs, they need defensive tackle, offensive guard, and edge. I think they go Walter Nolan here. I think Walter Nolan. Let's see. Defensive tackle, offensive guard, edge. Offensive tackle. Could be Jihad. Nah, I don't see that. We're going to give them Tyleek Williams. Big Tyleek goes to the Chiefs. Eagles, the Super Bowl champion Eagles go last at 32. They need edge, guard, corner, defensive tackle, offensive tackle. So edge, guard. They brought back Bond, so I don't believe Jihad Campbell is it. Edge rusher or a Gray Zabel. It could be Gray Zabel. I know they made the trade. They could use tight end as well. Just looking at the tight ends, Loveland. Because I believe their tight end is not going to be on the team. I don't see an edge rusher right now worth taking. That's the problem, everybody. Landon Jackson at 51. And then you know, I would not take him there. So offensive guard, are we going to go guard? So to me, it's either Gray Zabel or Loveland, and I'm going to give the Eagles the tight end. Yes, let's see. Offense, tight end. Loveland, you got Fannin at 40. Mason Taylor. Edge, offensive guard. What are the offensive guards? I'm trying to pick you a Gray Zabel. I am going to give the Eagles. I'm going to give him Gray Zabel. Now, I'm not going to do that. Let me know, Eagle fans, if you hate this. The first installment, I'm going to give them the highest a pick there, and that's Loveland. I'm going to give them the best. I know they want Fannin. Trust me, Fannon's a risk. I'm going to give you a tight end here. Colston Loveland. People have him through the roof. Bam. That's it. That's it, everybody. I don't know why it did that. I don't know why it did a Donovan Jackson. Full results. There you go. There's the full results, everybody. Drink it in. Installment number one. Installment number one. There it is. Mock Draft 1.0. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you would have done. Again, this could very well happen, everybody. And that's why I had Dallas taking Golden. Eagles, you took Loveland. You could have taken a Gray Zabel. That was a possibility. The Giants, I gave you Shedeur Sanders. You could have traded up for Cam Ward and the Tennessee. And then if that were the case, then I think Shedeur has a chance to go to the Raiders. I don't believe that they're going to slide. If that happens, then that could help Dallas get a Tet McMillan. To me, the big key here is Tet McMillan going to go to the Saints? Is Kellen Moore going to screw us? Because if he can get by the Saints, I think we're looking at him. But who knows? Niners could screw us too. But Niners need help up front. But that's it, everybody. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to everybody later. But don't ever forget. Yeah, I can't hear it. So it basically said, how about them Cowboys? I'll talk to everybody later. Peace.